Welcome back, TorahAnyTime viewers. We hope you've all enjoyed your Purim. We hope it's been a very uplifting experience for everybody. To wrap up basically the subject of Purim, let us just quote a Talmud Yerushalmi, which says that in the future, all of the books of the Torah will be nullified. Now, we're going to speak about, the Rambam is going to clarify what this means, but all the scriptures are going to be not nullified, but discontinued, besides for Megillat Esther. And also, meaning the books of the prophets and the scriptures, they're all going to be discontinued, besides for the book of Esther. And there is a midrash in Sefer Mishlei that tells us that all of the holidays in the future, all of the holidays will be discontinued, besides for the holiday of Purim. The Rambam indeed brings this halakha down at the end of Hilchot Megillah. The Rambam does quote it, and he says that all of the scriptures and the books of the prophets will be discontinued, besides for the book of Esther. Now that he says, which is just like the 5 books of the Torah and the oral Torah, which will never be discontinued. Megillat Esther is like that, just like it says in the Torah regarding the 5 books of the Torah, Kol Gadol Velo Yasaf, a great and unending voice. So that's how we know the 5 books of the Torah plus the oral Torah will not be discontinued. Similarly, since it says in the Megillah, Vimei HaPurim ha'ele lo ya'avru mitoch ha'Yehudim vezichram lo yasuf mizar'am, which means that these days of Purim will not pass the Jewish nation, and their remembrance will not be discontinued from among the Jewish nation. Therefore, he learns that the Megillat Esther is just like the 5 books of the Torah and the laws of the oral Torah that will never be discontinued. However, he says all the other books of the prophets and scriptures will be discontinued. So the Ravad over there disagrees. He says it can't be that other books of the Torah will be discontinued, because a book, the only purpose of the sefer of a book is to be learned. So if you're telling me it's not going to be learned in the future, so what was the point of it? So he says no. In the future, says the Ravad, there will be no discontinuation of any books of the Torah. All 24 books of the Torah will be complete in the future. What's meant by the Yerushalmi that all the rest of the books of the prophets and the scriptures will be discontinued in the future, what this means is that, besides for Megillat Esther, what this means is that even if there were a rabbinic enactment to read any of the other books of the prophets or of the scriptures in public, that will be discontinued. And the only enactment, the only establishment of the Chachamim that will stay to read in public is only regarding the Megillat Esther, only regarding the book of Esther, which will forever be read in public. That's how the Ravad wants to explain. Some commentaries say that this is what the Rambam meant as well. He doesn't disagree, but whatever it is. Now, regarding what we said, that the days of Purim, the holiday of Purim will never be discontinued, that was about the book of Megillat Esther. What about the fact that the holiday of Purim will never be discontinued, and the other holidays will also yes be discontinued in the future? The Rashba, in a response, he explains that it doesn't mean like you understand simply that in the future all of the other festivals besides for Purim will be discontinued. He says that's not true. What's meant is during the galut, during the diaspora which we're in now, there could, God forbid, come a situation that because of the sins of the Jewish people, that any one of the given festivals will not be able to be celebrated because of the sin, because chas v'shalom, God forbid, if the Jewish people sin, HaKadosh Baruch Hu might make it that the Jewish people will not be able to celebrate any one of the given festivals properly. However, says the Rashba, regarding the holiday of Purim, there is a special promise from HaKadosh Baruch Hu that no matter what, in any given generation, during the galut, during the diaspora, Bnei Israel, the Jewish nation, will always be able to celebrate the holiday of Purim, and that's what's meant that the other festivals will be discontinued besides for Purim. Not that they will be discontinued in the future, because according to this, in the future we will celebrate all of the festivals, including Purim, Pesach, all of the festivals. What's meant is that we have an extra special promise that before the Mashiach comes, no matter what, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will provide Bnei Israel with the opportunity to celebrate this holiday forever. So this is what's meant by Purim forever, we'll call it. Purim is, whether we're talking about Megillat Esther or the holiday of Purim, they are everlasting and it will be forever. So this is for today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to visit the comment box on the bottom of the video screen. Baruch Adonai la'olam, amen v'amen.